purpose of this video is to show you guys some of the basic tools with breakout groups and BBCU. One of the things I would recommend before you start a breakout group is to create a guest link for yourself, no one else, and make that guest a moderator and have this person stay in the main room. So if you have a student who gets kicked out and they come in back in the wrong group, or you have a student who joins late, you can still see who's in the main room and throw them into the appropriate group. Now, right now, you can see my participants have access to nothing. I wasn't nice to them. But when you start breakout groups, it automatically bumps everyone up to presenter. And I'll show you what it looks like from their end. So to create a breakout group, you're going to click Share Content, Breakout Groups. You can have randomly assigned, and that means I don't have to do any work. The computer has to do all of it for me. And if I scroll down, I can see who's in which group. If I'm like, that random assignment didn't quite work out for me, I can click the 3 circles next to their name and change which group they're in. I could also click Allow Attendees to Switch Groups, and this would allow the students to jump from group to group. This would be something I would recommend if you are using it for group projects, so you want the same kids to meet on a regular basis. You would have to teach the kids how to do that themselves, and that will be in a different video. You can change the number of groups. Right now, I only get 2 because groups have to have at least 2 students in each. If I had more kids, that would change. Right now, I'm just going to click Custom Assignment, and next to the circles, I can throw kids into the groups that I want them to be in. I could also drag and drop it if I wanted to. I can also rename my group. So if I'm doing this as a book club, I could name it that book. So I know which group I'm going into, and the kids know that they're in the appropriate group. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click Start. And everyone's screen's going to look like this. It's going to cut everyone off mid-sentence, so give everyone a heads up, and it tells them which room that they're in. So I can see from the moderator perspective who's in which group. So I have the magic tree, I can see who is in that, and I can also see who is in Friendle. As the moderator, I get to jump from group to group. So if I see these doors, they're like secret entranceways. So if I want to jump in to hear the discussion on Friendle, I just pop in. And the kids may or may not notice that I'm coming in. Students now, if I go to their view, you'll notice they have access to their microphone, their camera, and this looks a little different for them. They're going to be able to share their file. This is the presenter part of it that they'll get access to. To end your breakout groups, click that stop button, and everyone gets thrown back to the main room. While you're still in this session and no one leaves, you still have those breakout groups off to the side. It won't save the names though, so you'd have to rename them. No groups are saved if you leave the session. You have to recreate all groups every time. That's the basic tools of breakout groups. The next video will go in more depth of the advanced features.